Sugar-free, no seed oils and no preservatives. Trying to keep up with what's considered good for you can be exhausting, can't it, Clint?
Well, that's right. So today we're exposing the truth behind your food by separating fact from fiction. Here to help us dissect it all, food and nutrition scientist Dr. Emma Beckett. Emma, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So many diet trends have come and gone, even come back again. Why is that so?
So it's partly because science changes. So we're learning different things all the time. So we can bring new products to the market. We can tell people different things about what they should eat. But it's also a lot to do with psychology and marketing. So selling us new things and keeping us in that cycle is definitely good for the people who are making money from us.
Now, Emma, Clint is a little bit addicted. Is that fair to say, to Coke Zero?
Oh, yes, guilty.
Yeah, bit of a Coke Zero offence.
charged.
So can we start with the Coke versus Coke Zero?
Because I'm told it's better for you. It's
Yeah.
like drinking water.
Is it?
It's a little bit better for you. It's not like drinking water.
Okay.
So our traditional Coke obviously has a lot of sugar in it,
Yeah.
and we don't have that in the Coke No Sugar or the Coke Zero, but it's still acidic, and there is a risk that it messes with our gastrointestinal microbiome and messes
all
with our
makes sense.
cravings.
Yeah.
And so you might actually end up eating more later. So
Okay.
on balance, it's probably a little bit better as a straight swap, but still not a health food.
Stick to water, Clint.
I thought you were going to say I stink. What about
Maybe after
lollies?
the
No sugar alternatives. We can see them here on display. I mean, are they both just as bad for you?
So they're definitely still, even if they're no sugar, they're still a sometimes food, and they're still small amounts, because even though the sugar is out of them, the artificial sweeteners, the natural bulk sweeteners that are used in them, they can upset your tummy, they can have a laxative effect. And so it's definitely not a free-for-all, eat as many as you like just because there's no sugar.
Now, the idea
Scoot
that
along.
fat-free foods are healthier than high-fat foods has been around for a long time. Is there any actual truth to it, Emma?
So this one's really tricky, because when you look at the labels, it looks like a fat-free product is going to be better for you. But typically what we see is when we get the fat taken out, salt or sugar gets added to keep it tasty. And also the fat is a really important part of keeping us full. And so if you choose the fat-free milk or the fat-free yogurt, you might actually end up eating more throughout the rest of the day and balancing out that effect.
Okay, one of the big villains right now, I believe, is seed oils, right? I use avocado oil. Oh, stop it. Are they as bad as we're led to believe, the seed oils, that is?
No. So the seed oil information comes from a bit of misinformation around the different types of fatty acids that are in oils. So we've got omega-3s, which you've probably heard of in fish oil and those kinds of things. And there's some omega-6s in the seed oils. There was a bit of misinformation that said they were pro-inflammatory, the 6s, and the 3s were anti-inflammatory. Not true at all. Both are essential, both are fine. What's more important is what you're doing with the oil. So if you're having the oil in a highly processed food diet, lots of junk foods, compared to if you're using your oil to cook your baked fish and your vegetables, that's more important in diet quality than what kind of oil you're choosing. Avocado oil is great, but expensive.
It is expensive.
So too is olive oil. I'm just going to hide the Coke Zero from...
No, just put it in the fridge.
Yeah,
for
no,
later
I don't know
on.
about that.
Thanks, Emma. Great tips, and we can find more tips on your Instagram. Do you want to give us a plug?
Absolutely. At Dr. Emma Beckett is my Instagram. And top tip is look for official sources when you are getting this information rather than the marketing.
Doctor, thank you.
Thanks, Emma.